Hey, up until now, we have learned how to create a database, how to drop a database. Now, we will learn how to create a table. Now, what exactly is a table? So, if you remember, uh, MySQL is one of the relational databases, and the primary nature of a relational database is that all the information or data in a relational database is stored in a structured format, and to ensure that format we create tables and we annotate specific data points under which all the information is stored. We can get started right now. So first I'll quickly check all the active databases. So I will run the same query again, show databases. This will show me, as you can see, all the active databases. So if you remember, we had created database Samvad. For this we'll start creating tables. Now couple of more queries we'll be making before starting the creation process. As you know, the first is basically use Samvad. So that will bring Samvad database in the loop, and then we will pass another query, that is select database followed by parentheses and semicolon. Now this has ensured that whatever changes are going to be made from this step forward will happen 100% in Samvad. Now let's say Samvad is a platform where multiple businesses interact in a way which are the users. So I'm assuming we want to create a user table. So for that, the query is create table followed by whatever name you want to give your table. So in this case, I want to name it as users. So I will write it as users followed by open bracket. We can and then move to the next line. Now at this stage we have to provide all the data points that we have to basically collect within this table. So the first data point is user's name. So I will write name, I will give space, and then I will write the type of data query that has to be accepted or processed. So in this case we will select varchar as a data query type. Then once we have indicated that we want to use varchar as a data type query, we will also have to describe the number of characters that have to be accepted. So I will say that I am okay with 50 characters. What this means is any name that is equal to or less than 50 characters including spaces will be qualifying for the data entry. Okay, now let's say name is one. Now I'll move to the next line for identifying or mentioning the second data point. So in this case, let's say second is age. Age is something that either you can track it in varchar or also you can track it in integers. So let's say for my database I want to track it in integers. So I will write int, and over here we don't have to specify the character limit. Keep in mind, character limit is always associated with varchar data type, not with integer. So now we will move to the next one. So let's say the third is gender. I want to track that or collect that. So varchar, I'm assuming every gender is less than 10 or 12 characters. I give a comma, move to the next entry. Let's say in this case I want to also collect their location, and followed by varchar 50. Now let's say these are the 4 data points I want to track in the table named as users. So once you have mentioned your last data point, after that you don't have to put a comma. All you have to do is move to the next line followed by closing bracket, followed by semicolon, hit enter, and you can see query is processed and is okay. This means that table users has been created. Now to verify or ensure whether this table has been created or not, we will have to we can process this query as show tables followed by semicolon, and it will show you all the active tables under Samvad database. So right now there is only one one table, that is users. Now we also want to see what all information is going to be collected in this table. So for that there are multiple queries. So first is show columns from users. Now what it did is it is now showing us the field type, the field, that is name, age, gender and location, and the type. An alternate query to this is describe users, and there is another alternate that we can go after is DESC. This is one of my most preferred one, maybe because it's shorter in nature. So DESC, a short form of describe, followed by the table name, semicolon, users. Okay, so this is how you can create a table within a database, and you can observe the kind of information or the type of fields a table consists of. Before we move to the next stage where we start entering the information, a quick query that we can pass is, let's say in the case where we want to delete the table. For that the query is drop table users followed by semicolon, enter. Now the table has been deleted. And if you want to again ensure, the query is show tables, semicolon, it shows empty set. What this implies is that Samvad as a database does not have any active tables in it. Okay, so in the following videos we'll start entering information in these tables.